HR planning is the process of tying your human resources function to your organization's strategic objectives. And there's lots of standard things that we see in a great HR plan. Compensation and benefits strategy, recruitment strategy, retention strategy. And these are all really important things that should be prioritized, but they don't necessarily drive engagement. There's one primary thing that drives engagement in your organization that HR should consider including in its HR planning, and that is a solid leadership development program. It's often a gap that we see in a lot of planning. So if you're going to add a leadership development program to your HR planning, here are a few steps that you can follow. First, measure. You have to know where your leaders stand today. So make sure that you're providing surveys to employees by leader. You're getting results based on how that leader is performing, telling you what they're doing really well and where they need improvement. You need analytics to build a solid leadership development program. Step number 2 is training and development. You now have the analytics from step 1, and now you want to provide support. So leadership training on how to have difficult conversations, training on how to build relationships, get to know your people, and play to their strengths. The third step is leadership coaching and support. This means ongoing support for leaders. They don't just go through training and then they're set to go. As we said, leadership and engagement are an ongoing everyday practice. It takes work. So start doing individual coaching with each leader on your team with either an external or internal provider, where you go through the specifics of their analytics and what they are doing on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis to make a difference and drive results and engagement with their team. Step number 4 is to go back to the beginning and measure again. If you want to continue this process, continue to work at increasing your leaders' effectiveness in your organization, which ultimately impacts every other person that works in your organization, you have to keep this cycle going. So measure again, then consider training needs and ongoing coaching again. Continue the process. It's an everyday, constant process. A robust and evolving leadership development program is one of the most important pieces to driving the strategic objectives of your organization. When you think about it, all of the results that matter are achieved through people in your organization. Sometimes people think it's a product or a service, but people build the product. People execute on the service. We don't have any of it without the people. And leadership development is really about focusing on your people, on your leaders who have the biggest impact on how your people feel about working on that product or executing on that service. So this year, when you're going through your HR planning process, include leadership development in the mix. Even if you don't have obvious leadership issues today, be proactive and start providing support. If you have any tips or tricks on this particular topic, please share them with us in the comments below.